So here's a familiar sight in the airport again, off to Cyprus. Let's go and board the plane. And there's the plane, the 950 to Paphos. So we're going to be leaving from here on a boat to the Blue Lagoon. What a great name, Trumpy McFartface. Why it's called the Blue Lagoon, because the water's blue. Pisori Beach at about 8:30, something like that, I don't know, but early in the morning, and just been for a swim. I was a bit difficult to get in at first because it felt quite cold after yesterday. Well, yesterday was very warm, but there you see, not many people on the beach, and I don't think there'll be that many people later, but we'll see. We're not staying here, off to somewhere else. So this is the archaeological site of Kourion, which was the ancient kingdom of Kourion, said to be inhabited by the Argonauts. As you know, Jason on the Argonauts. This fabulous amphitheatre, which is used for theatre obviously, and also for gladiatorial combat, backs onto the Mediterranean Sea, and it's still used today, as you can see, for concerts and for theatre. You can come here and see a play or a concert. It's absolutely fabulous, and it's really in good repair, really, considering they had a lot of earthquakes here over the centuries. And I've just spoken to my wife, who was at the top, and she could hear me. The acoustics are so good. Now, if they did, as in a lot of gladiatorial contests, have animals, my imagination is telling me, it may not be true, that they came out through here. Possibly. And there it is. A theatre of... It's a really good site. and it's fairly well signposted, but it's not that well thought out in terms of telling you the dates and stuff like this. You can get it on a leaflet, but it doesn't seem to be marked anywhere else. I mean, like for example, here is some sort of house, and I don't know what the hell it was. We just don't know. There's nothing about it. And this, the other side, is what they call the vomitoire, which we saw in Nîmes, which is where people left and came into the theatre. And this is the view from the city of Kourion, from the battlements, the defensive wall. Roman Forum, well, but have had markets all the way around. Okay, a lot of it have been obviously tumbled during the earthquakes. It was part of the Episcopal Basilica. Right, so we've been for a visit of Kourion, which is, I mean, it's steeped in history. You just can't imagine how big this place is. And here in the middle of nowhere, just in front of a monastery, is this really old little church. And I know nothing about it. That's one of the old churches in Cyprus. There was always an image of St. George. And this tiny little church is just outside a really old monastery. Now, the thing's written in Greek. My Greek's not brilliant yet, but it's very, very small. It's very, very old. I don't know where it dates from though. Maybe I could look it up. I don't know, but I don't even know the name of it. It's fabulous. It's in the middle of nowhere. Let's go and have a look at this old church if it's open. A little tiny one. It's like the Beatles. It's amazing little churches in these villages, and they're still in use. Full of religious icons and pictures. This is a medieval castle. Medieval castle of Kolossi. So Kolossi Castle was built in 1210 when the land was given to King Hugh to the Knights of the Order of St. John of Jerusalem. And in fact, this castle, it had great importance in the Middle Ages and contained large facilities in this castle for the production of sugarcane. How about that? And this castle used to belong to the Knights Templar until they were abolished in 1313, where it was returned to the Knights of St John. So as well as being known for sugar in this area, it's also known for a sweet wine called Commanderia, which was drank at the wedding of Richard the Lionheart to Berengaria of Navarre in Limassol, which is just down the road. And Richard the Lionheart, he declared that this wine was the wine of kings, and it's still produced today. Castle, but as in a lot of places in Cyprus, we don't know what the hell it is. It looks like maybe some habitations, but there's this massive church as well, which is much in ruin, but a lot of it is still standing up. So it's got buttresses and whatever, just like a castle does, but there's nothing written about it. So there's an inscription there, but it looks like it's in Greek. It's such a shame there's nothing written about this. God knows what it is, but it looks like a massive church, or the remains of. And there's some remains there, a huge defensive wall. So this is Aphrodite Salt Lake, and this should be all covered in salt water, and there's flamingos and pelicans that come here, but I don't know if you can hear under my feet, you just hear the scrunch of salt. It's all dried up. Over there is the sea, everybody's at the beach or whatever. Just over there. Over this way, which should be starting here, is the Salt Lake. But apart from the salt, as you can see, the salt, there's nothing. There's no water at all. It's totally dried up. Over there is Limassol, the big cities of Cyprus, big towns of Cyprus, whatever. And the rest is just dry Salt Lake. This should be water. It should be standing in water now. I don't know how deep, but it should be. It's a bit sad, really. So this is the remains of the stadium between the city that we saw earlier and the Apollo place where we're going in a minute. And this was used for the pentathlon, which was wrestling, running, discus, javelin, and something else. But they also say that there was probably chariot races in here, but as you can see, it's just an open space. You can see more or less the walls, I think, but that's it. So this is the sanctuary of Apollo Hylates, which dates from 1650 before Christ. Let's go and discover. Was the entrance to the temple, which, as you can see, is absolutely massive. So this looks like another Roman baths here. I'll go and have a look. There's a sign up here apparently. Yeah, it is baths, it's been confirmed. And again, it's the 3 or 4 different ones. Cold to warm to very warm. This apparently was the altar where they sacrificed sheep and goats to Apollo. This is the remains of the temple. So this is called the Sacred Street up to the temple. It dates from the Emperor Trajan at the end of the 1st century. First century entrance to the Paphos gate up those steps, and that is the direction of Paphos. And this is the birthplace of Aphrodite. This is Aphrodite's rock. We're halfway through a fish meze, and it is absolutely mega in the restaurant with lots of locals. It's pretty out of season here, so it's the beginning of September, and this is absolutely fabulous. God knows how we're going to get through all of this, and we're probably going to be like Mr. Creosote.
Oh shit, it's Mr. Creosote!
It's so delicious, it's so fresh, and it's really good value. And they just keep bringing more plates of fish. Here's some, I don't know what they are, it looks like sardines or anchovies, whatever, fully fried. This looks like a dorade, a sea bream, a full whole sea bream. There's octopus, there is calamar, baby crabs, there is cod, there is bloody everything. It's absolutely fabulous, but we need help. We're calling for reinforcements now. And a very nice wine as well, Cypriot wine from this region, just from Pisori Bay region. Absolutely fantastic. And this restaurant is so good that even the cats are here. What do you want to say, Mr. Cat? Mr. Cypriot cat. They're here because people are throwing them bits of fish, and these cats are totally happy because they're eating the same fresh fish as we're eating. And this restaurant is so good. I will tell you what the name of it is because it is such good quality. It's absolutely fabulous. We just stumbled on it by accident. But the cats are here every night. So this is the place we ate tonight. It is absolutely fabulous. Have the fish meze. You won't be able to eat it all. It's fresh. It's well cooked. The service is good. And the wine is fabulous. Absolutely fabulous place in Pisori Beach. If you're going to Cyprus, go to this place. It is absolutely fabulous. And I don't enthuse about these places easily, but it is bloody superb.